I'm Wendy Wilson, and I'd like to welcome you to another edition of Realizing Potential. I am super excited about today's guest in the studio. They are doing amazing things, to include having recently just won an award, and they are going to one of my favorite cities to receive that award and be recognized by their peers. They are none other than one of our Albany State University students' unique peers, and this familiar lady who works very well in our dining services, Miss Chaka Howard. How are you both?
We're great.
Blessed. Good. It's good to see you. Let me start with one of our prizes here at Albany State University. Our greatest treasures are students.
Yes,
Tell me a little bit about yourself, what you are majoring in, what's your classification, and then we'll segue into why you all are going to one of my favorite cities.
Awesome. Well, once again, I'm Unique Pierce, and I am a junior biology major here at Albany State, the Unsinkable. And I'm just blessed to be here today. I just am so glad that I won and am able to have this opportunity.
Good deal. Good deal. Now, she's doing a little teaser for our viewers out there. So, Miss Chaka Howard, Catering Manager Extraordinaire at Albany State University. All things wonderful in our dining services. Tell the viewers a little bit about yourself and what is this award that you both won, right?
This is a Historical Black Association Award. And I truly came from a family of cooking. My grandfather owned a bakery when I was younger. And like I would say, we had our best conversations around the table. I really had a great journey with this culinary thing. I went to Le Cordon Bleu and fell ill, so I had to leave Le Cordon Bleu, but it didn't stop. My advisor told me to keep going, and I served on the board in Atlanta with different types of organizations as far as Feed the Children of Atlanta, and that was $500 auction off plates. I did another event as well as cooking for the beautiful Miss, God, I can't call her name, I got stuck.
That's okay. It'll come back to you.
Stacey Abrams, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Through
my
Luke
goodness.
Strong Mortuary Service over in Moultrie, Georgia.
Okay.
I did her catering for her when she was on her campaign run.
Wow.
At the time, I also got a contract to work with Nick Cannon out of Atlanta.
Okay.
So I did a 3-week contract with him and numerous celebrities. I had a great time. It was a great event. On that journey, I received a call from Albany State. And I also received another offer from Steve Harvey, and I chose Albany State.
Oh, wow.
So I am here today doing what I love to do at Albany State through Aladdin Campus Dining.
So that just heightens why we are so honored to have you here at Albany State University. And you and I don't get a chance to talk a lot. We see each other in passing, but your name is always celebrated. And it's always attached to just the intentionality that you have and the focus, and always wanted to have, in addition to a quality food deliverable with your menu items, but just also the presentation of it. So thank you for all that you do. And thank you for saying that, I attempted Cordon Bleu. It didn't work out, but I did not allow that to stop me from what you were obviously passionate about.
Yes, ma'am.
Which is a great lesson to all of our students, too. Sometimes we get frustrated. Life will have its obstacles, and we can get stuck in that valley moment. You're saying don't become paralyzed by that.
Exactly.
Continue to keep moving.
Exactly.
So clearly, you've got an impressive resume in terms of clients that you have, and so Stacey Abrams, Steve Harvey, Nick Cannon. I'm sure more to come. But that now makes sense as it relates to you were then involved in a competition, both of you. And so you won. Tell us a little bit about that.
My food was presented like other chefs from over the world. I have really not even met the people that sent it in. And a Nigerian chef, Bernard Talley, he picked it up and he emailed me and he was like, your work, your presentation is extraordinary. I got to have you. I got to have you.
Wow.
You're going to receive an award. And I was like, oh my God, I was so excited. He was like, your work is amazing. I just want to meet you. I got to see you. You got to be there. So we like talk literally every week. He always called. If I post something on Facebook, he called. He was like, oh, it's so beautiful. Look, I just love your work. So he actually nominated me. I was chosen to be the 2024 from Moultrie, Georgia. So I will be announcing Moultrie, Georgia. I'll be in the state the whole time I'm there. But I'll get to present Miss Unique Pierce her award in Chicago on February 25th, 2024.
Okay, so the woman that's, I'm about 20 pounds that I need to let go of. I keep blaming it on COVID, and I'm like, yeah, I know the scale said this before COVID. So having said that, what was it that made him, that one dish, how did that work in terms of how he was there a tasting process or just sight on?
I actually post about 50 pictures one morning of just fruit displays I had done in the past, and I was like, I just put it on the web one day, and that afternoon, I think about 5, he reached out to me. He was like, I gotta know who this Chaka Khan is. He was like, I've been following you, but I've been getting so many people like sending your work in to me, and he was like, guess what? You are nominated to get a Black Chef. And I was like, oh my God, I was just screaming and hollering.
So it's now I'm stuttering because you were nominated and selected without even an individual or a team of reviewers or judges tasting it. So will they have an opportunity?
Presentation alone.
Wow.
He asked me to come out and do the 50 Women Chef in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of caterers that were that week. And I was like, I just don't want to leave my team. He was like, it'll be others. So I will get to go out and do that when the next one comes up. So, yeah, it's exciting.
Yes. Miss Unique, tell me about how you became involved in this.
Yes, ma'am. So we had a cooking competition on our campus given by, the dining services. And it was something unique, something that I've never even seen before. So I had to sign up.
Sure.
Yes.
Of course you did.
Yes. And so I had a partner, and him and I made shrimp fried rice with our secret ingredient, tofu. Mm-hmm. So I fried the tofu and tossed it in like a secret honey spicy sauce. Mm-hmm. Judges loved it. Mm-hmm. So that's how I became the winner.
Is that right? And so the organizer, the gentleman that called you and said you absolutely, I'm going to nominate you, and then he said to then bring one of our amazing students.
Yes, Miss Felicia Sims, my boss over Aladdin Campus Dining, and Miss Vanessa McKinney. It was their idea, but Felicia was like, I need you to be the head chairperson on this because I think you could pull this out. So I went in full force with it, and with her assistance and Miss Vanessa, and I literally was almost in tears because I went to chef school, so I pretty much know when you, like on your first day, just saying 2 or 3 weeks, if it's in your heart, it's in your heart. Like all of the students was amazing. And their presentations was amazing. And they was like, coach them through it. And nobody was like, I don't need her to tell me that. Everybody was open. They was ready for whatever I could tell them. And I was literally like in tears because the work and everything was so beautiful.
Oh,
they did a great, awesome job. All of them did.
Let me just, so that's not a surprise to me because students and whatever age demographic you fall into, the key to teaching and instruction is to be able to connect with the student. So they were able to immediately pick up, I'm sure, on her passion, her wanting to give her very best to you all and also learn in the process. So I'm sure that's why they were so receptive to you.
And I spoke to them, I let them know before they started, the competition where it has landed me because like I said, when I fell ill and had to leave school, I talked to my advisor. She said, you really don't even need Le Cordon Bleu. She said, you can go right now out this door. And most of the ones that graduated with me, they're not even doing culinary. They be, girl, you're doing your thing.
I love that.
And I was like I told y'all, day one when I walked in here, I love it. I love cooking. I love presentation. So,
oh my goodness. Now, Unique, I'm going to go back to you momentarily. You said you were a biology major, correct?
Ma'am.
So now, where did your love for cooking, or was this just something you said, I want to, jump into this new arena?
Sure. So like Ms. Howard said, as a little girl, I've just always been intrigued with different cultures, different meals, different types of cuisines. I would be watching Food Network at 5 years old, watching Chopped and Rachel Ray's 30 Minutes, So I've just always been intrigued by that. And also, my family introduced me to a lot of different foods when I was young, so that always piqued my interest. And I just had some talent in the kitchen after that.
Clearly. Did you get a chance to taste her, the stir fried?
I tasted. I stood there and watched her put it together.
Okay.
Oh my God! And
really?
The other student had like a salmon cake with stuff. shrimp. I said, oh, wow.
Wow.
I haven't
Wow.
even tried.
I love it. What's your favorite dish to
My
prepare?
favorite thing is shrimp and grits. I
Okay.
love shrimp and grits. I could taste it from anybody, and I just always say,
Mm-hmm.
it don't taste like mine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love it too.
That's
I
one of
love
my
shrimp and grits too.
favorites.
I absolutely love it. So when are we leaving for Chicago? One of my favorite cities. How long will you be there? What will
Oh,
the whole wonderful experience entail?
I never been, so I do have a couple family members coming out with us.
Great.
We're leaving out that Friday on the 23rd,
Okay.
and we're gonna
Of
stay.
next month, February. Okay.
February. We're leaving
Mm-hmm.
out February 23rd. We're gonna stay the whole entire weekend. Chef has so much stuff planned for us. Like the restaurant that we're having is called Kimzu's, and there are two top famous chefs. We're gonna meet like chefs from all over the world. We're
Oh,
gonna tour some places. It's like even though it's gonna be cold, we're gonna have fun.
yeah.
And coming up in April, we are like invited to an all-white chef boat party in New York. I said, this thing is huge. Yeah,
Oh, is that the
it's
first time you're hearing about this?
exciting.
Okay.
Yep.
It's unique going. You gotta let this.
Listen.
Yeah. And do
I was
you
like,
need somebody to carry your luggage? I am
I was like, this
available.
is
That is so
Wow,
amazing.
that's
That's so amazing. I'm
awesome.
so proud of you both.
Thank
If for
you.
no other reason, just staying committed to your passion. For you, Unique, making the decision that I want to just enter into different waters. Although you've
Mhm.
always, certainly as you shared, you've always loved cooking, but you could have also just stayed on the sidelines. And when you go home,
Very
prepare your lovely culinary dishes. But you
true.
said, let me try the competition world and.
Yeah.
Look what it's yielded. You are a recipient of an award.
This is more than I could have ever thought
I
of in the beginning. So I
know.
just feel very lucky.
Yeah, no, you
Aw.
earned it, and
Thank
it's
you.
greater to. Yeah, sometimes it's just the biggest step is just making the step. You've
Yes,
lost
ma'am.
nothing, but look how much you've gained in the process.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So what's on the horizon for you? Now I'm getting a little nervous because I know when you go to Chicago and then New York and everyone, the offers will likely start coming in. Yeah.
Um, I'll probably say Albany State.
Okay, that's
I
right.
love
That's what
home,
they all
and I
say.
have been offered some jobs in Atlanta, and I love Atlanta, and I
Hmm.
chose to stay home.
Okay.
Yes, I have a
Yeah.
country husband. He don't like Atlanta.
Yeah. Well, maybe something will come, available that you can
Yeah.
kind of take some leave from time to time and
Mhm.
venture off and share your gifts and talents in the world. I'm not pushing you away, but I
Mhm.
also know that it's important to continue to grow and
Yes.
develop.
Yes,
Mhm.
ma'am.
Yeah. Now, what was a dish that he absolutely said, yeah, this is the winner right here? Do you remember? I know you said you uploaded
He
several.
didn't. He just looked at the presentation, and he said he just went down my page. He was like, "Oh my God, oh my God, the work is so beautiful." He just saw fruit displays. He hasn't even
Wow.
tasted anything.
Yeah, I know you. I know you're like greedy lady. I already told you he hasn't tasted anything, but I thought it was just that one picture. But you just said it was a
Right.
series. Okay.
Anything I post, it could be breakfast. Anything I post,
Yeah,
he
he's a
loved
fan.
it. He loved it. He was like,
That's
"Your work is
wonderful.
amazing."
That's
Hmm.
wonderful. That's wonderful. So, give some advice to Unique and to our other students who, well, of course, we don't have a culinary arts discipline, but it doesn't matter because great things are happening in this area at Albany State.
Hmm.
What advice would you give them?
My advice, personally, to anyone that's trying to further their education, things do get hard. I advise anyone, don't give up. Like, completely, just pray about things and take it to God and continue to follow your dreams, because your dreams can come true. I know mine can, because they have.
Mhm.
And continue to, like, if you feel like something is bearing you from trying to get to the points that you need to get to, it's people that can give you some of the best advice. Like, I have had strangers just tell me, "I follow you on this, I follow you on that," and it warms my heart, because I know that food is passionate about. People sit down, they have their best conversations over it,
Mhm.
and a lot of people ask me, "How you make this? How you make that?" And it makes my day. Sometimes I can be having a bad day, and when they just come up to me and just compliment me about stuff they done seen somewhere or whatever, "I know you because I saw this and I saw that." It really gives me great joy. Like, it
Oh,
do.
I love that.
Mhm.
Unique, you want to give your peers, your other ASU Rams some advice?
Yes, I would say to explore, try new things. We're at an age where the world is your oyster, so it's okay to experiment, it's okay to trip, it's okay to fall, but as long as you get back up and try something new.
That's great advice. Where is home for you?
So I currently reside in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
very good.
ma'am.
And then after Albany State, biology major. The world is your oyster. What are our plans?
So many different ideas. I'm really thinking of something in the food science area.
Okay.
Or agriculture, something like that. I'm not really 100% dead set.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, you still have time.
Yes.
You still have
It's around
time. Yes. It has been such a pleasure having you both
Thank you.
on the show. Don't worry about the cold weather. That's what coats and furs and all that wonderful stuff is for when you go to Chicago. Make some time. There's so many wonderful sights to see there. I know they'll keep you occupied with all the events, but hopefully you'll get out to explore the city and get some shopping in as well.
She actually has a grandfather there.
So
he's coming to meet her.
Oh my gosh, It was meant to be.
Yes, my mother's side is from Illinois.
Wow. When is the last time you've seen your grandfather?
If you have to think like that, then
there you go. It's been a minute. And I totally agree. It's been too long. So will he be able to come to see you receive the award?
Ooh.
He can. He can.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. We're both about to tear up.
I was about to tear up. She told me that. I was like, that's so sweet.
She just found that out too.
That's so beautiful.
I was like, that would be so sweet that you have a family
That'd be
member.
amazing.
Yeah. And you said it was who said their grandfather was influential in the cooking? That was
Mine.
you? Okay.
He owned a bakery for me.
He owned a bakery.
So
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's so beautiful.
Yes.
Take lots of pictures. We want you to come back on the show and tell us what the experience was like. I really am so proud of you. I needed that dose that you all just provided just to stay encouraged and motivated. You alluded to this earlier. Sometimes we can have those low moments and those days that just wear us down and you begin to question. But just it's a perseverance. Keep moving forward and pursue those things that you love. And as you said earlier as well, that's a discovery process. We think we're going down one path and then we find ourselves entering another and absolutely fall in love. And then your boldness and bravery to put your best or what you just probably take for granted, your ability to prepare a lovely meal and then present it and then sharing it with the world and inspiring the rest of us. So thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. And congratulations to you both on the wins.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Viewers, thank you so much for joining me for this edition of Realizing Potential. I'm Wendy Wilson and I look forward to seeing you next time.